Today's episode is for the parents who are realizing maybe you've been playing small. You've been in survival mode asking, what can you bring in right now? Oh, welcome to this episode of Overwhelmed and Over It, where we get real about what it takes to raise babies and build bold businesses. I'm Gavs, and your vision actually deserves more than scraps. So let's talk about what happens when we stop being afraid of our own superpowers and finally go for the life-changing stuff. I wanted to record this episode because I saw a post on LinkedIn recently that was a woman who also has a co-founder, and she was saying, people in our space are not allowed to play small anymore. Like, I don't have a tolerance for people who are putting limits on themselves, right? Like, they're choosing to live in these limiting beliefs and they're choosing not to move forward. I've been feeling that a lot lately too. I'm here to move people. I'm here to make big things happen in people's lives, whether it be how they show up for their kids, their partner, their business. But I'm also here to make you move. Like, if you want to be in my world and you're expecting to keep playing the same games that you were playing before, to keep bringing in the same amount of money, to keep serving the same kind of client, to keep yelling at your kids like you were before, I'm not the right mentor for you. Because I'm going to hold space for you. Trust me, I know the extremely ugly and messy parts of life. I've lived all of it. But my role as a mentor is to move you closer to the legacy you want to build, deeper into your own magic, and calmer in your nervous system. And that doesn't happen by us giving ourselves excuses of, we're tired, we have it harder than anyone else, life's coming at me faster than it can. Like, all of that can be true. And I am not negating any of that. But what I am telling you is you are the only person who can decide, despite all of those things happening, you still deserve a life you love. You still deserve to make an impact. You still deserve to be the parent you wanted when you were a kid. And so we're going to do that today. So first thing is, you need to be real with yourself around, why are you in business? If you got into business because you're playing the quick cash game or because you're in survival mode and you thought this was a faster way for you to bring in money, I've been there. I did it for almost 5 years straight, and I felt productive. I was doing what needed to be done, but my growth got capped to the point where I couldn't keep showing up anymore. So the entire thing felt painful. The entire thing felt hard. And so if you are trying to show up and it's been 6 months, it's been a year, it's been 6 years, but you still feel like you're in survival mode, it's because you've chosen to be in survival mode. It's addictive. So, like, I'm saying this with so much love. It has nothing to do with you being lazy. It has nothing to do with you not being able to do it or play this entrepreneur game, but it has everything to do with you've been thinking about what money can you bring in right now. And that mentality alone just limits you. And you get stuck in wanting to survive. So you're making decisions based upon, what money can I bring in the door right now? Next, entrepreneurship requires seasons of going hard. Now, here's where I think we've gone wrong. We went to this extreme pendulum of going hard all the time, 24/7, the Alex Hermosis of the world, the fuck your feelings, keep showing up, work 24/7. I don't care if you're tired. Don't go out to eat. Don't have fun with your friends. Don't laugh with your kids. Just put your head down, put your blinders on, and go build your business. That was too far of a pendulum swing. So now, as naturally as humans, we've tried to course correct it with this softness. I'm just going to manifest that things come to me, and I'm only going to work when I have the energy. And if I just, pray for it, it will show up. Listen, y'all, prayers need action. Manifestations need action. A successful business needs action. Any type of impact you're making in the world requires action. And so if you want big impact, to be doing deep work and leaving a legacy, not just transactions and invoices that are paid, then it requires a nervous system that can hold more than what it currently does. If every time a client doesn't pay their invoice on time, you start spiraling, your nervous system is not ready for this yet. If every time your kids make a mess in the house, and I am speaking to myself when I say this, every time they accidentally spill something and your first reaction is you want to yell or freak out, your nervous system is not ready yet to hold more. And so you've really got to tune in and pay attention. How are you showing up? And what a bigger life actually looks like for you. Because I can say all day long that I want to partner with 360 parents before the end of December 2025. That is my goal that I am working towards this year. But I'm telling you right now, even the person I was last year, she didn't have the capacity to help 360 people because she had to help herself. I was still walking around with a lot of deep trauma. I was still leaking my energy and saying yes to things that were an absolute no for me, but I was scared of upsetting someone or hurting someone's feelings. So I said yes. And so that didn't allow me to expand into this version of the woman who actually can help 360 parents this year. Why? Because I'm not reacting to that stuff anymore. I used to, for sure, but I couldn't be the mature CEO who was going to help make a massive ripple effect and not a little one if I was freaking out every time my kids spilt water on the floor. And so I had to get real with myself. What does going bigger? What does making an impact actually look like for me? And that was setting my business up for depth and not just income. Could I change my offers the minute that I know something's changing in the market and I need to make a pivot? Could I say no to begging for work and taking on clients that weren't aligned just because I wanted another paid invoice this month? Am I able to grow my team again, even though it didn't work the first few times, and grow it with intention and where I'm supporting those women and men who are coming on my team also? Because this is not just strategic. There's so much in business that is strategic and that we can brainstorm about all day long. But being able to actually hold space for a business that leaves a legacy and goes bigger, you have to spiritually be ready for that. You have to be able to hold that space. You are a leader. You are a leader in your space. You are a leader in your home. You are a leader in your industry. And you are a leader in how you get this done. And because of that, you don't get to disappear into smallness anymore. You don't get to hide behind, well, I don't have any clients this month, so I'm afraid to post content because what am I going to talk about? You don't get to hide behind, the kids have been sick and we went on vacation and everything is just up in the air and I want to help people, but I don't even know how I'm going to help them anymore, so I just won't. People still need help. People respect that you are an actual human being with a life that isn't perfect, and you have to start moving like someone who's ready to help people no matter what's going on. Think about the hospitals. I can tell you because I've worked in plenty of them. They're all a hot mess. There is more drama than Grey's Anatomy. There is more chaos than any other show that you see on TV because it's real humans, it's real lives. And like they are oftentimes living a actual pressure-filled business, but they have to show up every day. And now I'm not telling you have to push past moments when you need rest. Y'all know I am the queen of sabbaticals and taking a rest. But what I'm saying is you need to be a little bit tougher with yourself. Because I realize the same. I've been pushing forward, but I've also been playing it too small. I'm not going hard enough. I want big, life-changing wins. And I'll be honest, y'all, I've been playing in the small, what money can I bring in right now game, and that's how I've been making decisions. But when I sit back and think about it, I want Overwhelmed and Over It and the Village and my brand to be known for the best place for parents who are also running a business to go to. The in all capitals. No questions about it. And what I'm offering or what's there when you get there, that's going to change depending on what the industry needs. But as a brand, we are the place to go. And if I haven't been being bold enough about that, that's never going to happen without me pushing that ball forward. So if this episode hit home for you and you're ready to build from a bigger, deeper place, not just for cash, but for the visions, the impact, the dreams, and the legacies that you have, come join us in the village. It's where this work is happening. It's where it continues. We're stretching, growing, and going bigger without burning out because we're swapping services, we're holding each other accountable, and we're giving feedback before you even push go live. So no more launching into crickets because we've already looked at it. We've already provided you feedback. We've already made those improvements so that when you do go out there and talk about yourself and your brand and your impact, people are ready to say yes because those of us in the community already have. There's details in the show notes of how to join, and I cannot wait to see you there. Until next time.